We are here today at the HITLAB Innovators Summit with Dr. Craig Kenesky. He is a partner at Brown Rudnick. And Craig, this is not your first Innovator Summit.
Definitely not. I've been here in the past. Every time I come here, I learn something about the state of the health tech and med tech communities. I see who the new innovators are, what the new technologies are, how things are evolving, how the investment forum is evolving, and come away with a better understanding of the market, and always look forward to coming back and again next year.
Yeah, well, it's important for you to stay on top of things, isn't it?
Absolutely. I'm an intellectual property attorney working in the areas of med tech, health tech, life science, so I need to know what's going on out there. I have to be a part of the community, and I also enjoy giving back by participating in the events. I taught a class today on the value of intellectual property and investor confidence for financing early stage companies. Yesterday hosted one of the tracks, and I'm happy to do that to contribute something to the community.
Putting a value on something in an ever-changing sort of sector of society, it's an interesting concept, and I would think at times maybe just a little bit hard to nail down.
It's always going to be difficult to nail down the value of intellectual property. So what you can do to try to make it a little more concrete is to view the value of certainty.
Okay.
We own this asset because the government has given us rights saying that we do. And if someone wants to take that away from us, well, there's going to be a legal challenge or possibly a deal that works out well for both sides. We don't have to be able to answer the ephemeral question, what is a patent worth? What is a trade secret worth? But we can tell the story that we have this asset that an acquirer would view as having great value for their ability to build a new business based on what this small company is doing. That's really the value of the intellectual property. If an acquirer looks at our company and says, you know what, we wish we were doing what that small company is doing, what price tag would they put on it? That's the value.
So I'm guessing a lot of your relationships start where you're out there and innovators are toiling away chasing their dreams, and you talk about protecting your intellectual property, and they've never given it a second thought.
You know, sometimes they have, not as deeply as they need to. But see, here's the thing. The innovators are often engineers and scientists. And of all the complex legal issues that go into starting a company, intellectual property is actually the one that's most tractable to them. I mean, the notion of selling stocks, valuing shares, that's all new. But the notion of writing up technology in a way that sells its value and educates people on how to use it, they're great at that. So intellectual property is actually a great transition for scientists, including academic scientists and engineers, out of the workshop into the commercial world, because it's the legal concept that is most at home to them, the most easy to grasp. And they've certainly thought about it, they've wanted to be engaged in it. They need to be shown the right steps because it's not something that we can figure out for ourselves. And they have a desire to do it, an interest in doing it, and it makes them great business partners because they know the technology, they love it, they can give me the information that I need to present it in a way that creates value out of the technology that they've developed.
We've seen in the last 6 months some tremendous advances in the practical and adaptable use of AI in a lot of different businesses. How is that changing the game for you?
AI is doing all kinds of great things in medtech and healthcare. It will continue. It will only get better. And we're seeing a lot of companies and a lot of university projects evolve from applications of AI to the diagnostic space, the imaging space, the prescription space, and a lot of these things become tools that will, after proper regulation, have the ability to be commercialized for healthcare. People are starting business ventures around these things. And the application of AI to the provision of healthcare is becoming very valuable intellectual property. When people use AI in the world of health tech, med tech, normally they're taking some kind of off-the-shelf AI and finding a new application for it. They're normally not creating a whole new AI. And that is certainly something that creates high intellectual property value and has a lesser back-end burn because they don't have to create a whole new AI story. They need to find a good application for it. And the intellectual property arises in the healthcare outcome that arises from the new application of the pre-existing AI. That has great value and is continuing to find new business opportunities for healthcare providers who are tech savvy.
Mm-hmm. But it's not a perfect technology by any means yet, still in its infancy. And does that create other concerns that people need to be very much aware about?
Well, definitely people have to be very concerned on the back end liability concerns and such, regulatory concerns. The FDA is doing a very good job of putting regulatory steps in place to make sure that AI doesn't outright replace the physician's mind. It never should. The physician should always be a physician, not a chatbot, but it can be a great tool in the hands of the right physician that could provide a better outcome or a faster outcome. One of the biggest challenges in healthcare today is just getting to spend time with your doctor, or the physicians and caregivers getting to get through the schedule of patients. If AI can hasten that without compromising the quality of healthcare, that's a great thing. We're not there yet, but to get there, bold people who are tech savvy are going to have to take some shots at it.
So, you ever have these moments like at the Innovator Summit where you're cruising the hallway and you're looking at the tables and the presenters, and somebody pitches you or at least tells you about what they're working on, and you go, "Man, that is how did you come up with that?"
I did that at least 10 times over the last 2 days.
Yeah.
There are posters here that you'd look at and say, oh, somebody should have thought of that 20 years ago.
Right.
But the technology didn't exist. And what people are coming up with now with these new tools, they're things that will so greatly improve the efficiency of healthcare delivery and reduce costs. So much wasted expense in healthcare. There are many tools in that other room that are dedicated towards finding more efficient ways to get things done in ways that aren't going to compromise the quality of care. They're just going to minimize back-end spend. That's really one of the most important problems to solve in healthcare. If we could just stop wasting money on overhead, all healthcare systems will do a better job.
Well, Craig, thanks for coming by, sharing what you're up to, and very much interested in how things are going. And come back sometime. Give us an update.
I'll definitely be back and very happy to do so. Great.
Thanks.
Great to see you again.